This morning I was meditating and I want to share a story that I heard with you guys. To get it started, we're talking ancient China, Taoism, and there was this warrior called Dion. And Dion was a really good warrior. He was only 22, but he was really massive. He was like big, long hair, and he was like feared in terms of when people heard his name, like he's fighting, they would surrender and they didn't want to fight, or they would send their worst men out to die and then they'd try to attack somewhere else. That was the kind of reputation he had at 22 years old. Now, one day Dion came home from battle and he led his whole army into success. So the emperor threw a really good feast for him, like glorifying him basically. Like he's at the head of the table. He's got nice whatever they wore back in ancient China. He's got nice purple robes and stuff like that. And then when on his way home, him and his two wives, Dion met this old group of monks. There were like three or four of them. And Chinese monks, grey hair, everything like that, like the whole cliche bit. And the monks had come to meet him specifically because they come to they're traveling the land, they're coming to meet all these famous people. And the monks give him this perfect, beautiful, heavy bronze shield, and they give it to him, and it's heavy, by the way. He holds it and he's like, wow, it's made out of really good material. And the monks say, my gift to you. And he says, wow, it's how much is this? How did you make this? He said, I made this so it will always show you your greatest enemy. So Dion was hyped. Dion's like, okay, damn, it's gonna show me it's gonna have some spells on it, it's gonna make me even better. And then when he looked on the inside, obviously it's going to be some reflective thing. So he got pissed. He's like, yo, what you playing at? This is disrespectful to me. He took it as disrespect. And if we're talking about it in real terms, he took it on his ego and he wasn't thinking in the long term. And then the monks said there's a deeper meaning to this. Obviously he said it in some ancient Chinese proverb. I'm trying to speed it up for you guys. He said there's a deeper meaning to this. Yearn and you will find, or search and you will find. And then Dion is kind of his wives are there, so he can't crash out proper. But he's going home, and in 3 weeks' time, life is passing by. In 3 weeks' time, he gets called for another battle. So he picks up the bronze shield and he goes into battle. And in the battle, he's fighting. But every so often, he's looking back into the mirror to check out how he looks, and to check if there's anyone behind him, but mostly to check out how he looks. He can see whenever he looks ugly, he can see whenever there's a scar on his face, so he tries to fix it. Obviously, he's not going out of his way to fix it. It's just while he's in the battle, he's trying to look good. Even though nobody's watching, bear in mind. But he doesn't know that. He's focused on the enemy. But the battle is on the front of their island. So, this happens. And then 2 weeks later, Dion starts to finally get the meaning a little bit. I'm my greatest enemy, yeah, whatever, but it's kind of a base level meaning. Then the monks come again, and this time it's only two of them. And it's not the person who gave him the shield. I think that guy died, maybe. I don't know. But the two monks said, what have you learned, boy? And Dion was like, I'm my greatest enemy. I'm always checking myself out, stuff like that. And the monk said, yeah, boy, you are your greatest enemy. The fear of getting judged in your own head, the imaginary fear of getting judged, and the pressure that you put on yourself to look good in battle, because Dion is a good-looking guy. He's big, he's tall, he's got long hair, got two wives. The fear that the pressure that you put on yourself to look good is greater than any enemy. It's greater than the fear of even dying for him, because he's been in so many battles now. And the second monk also jumped in and said, within the next 2 weeks, you won't see your reflection anymore because you figured it out. So then Dion was like, wow, he's kind of figured it out, but he's not he's not fully figured it out yet. And he goes home, and then there are more battles and stuff. There is more triggers. There are more triggers. There's more opportunity for him to go out. But then he realized, yeah, damn, he hasn't seen his reflection in 2 weeks. So he wonders why that is. And then he realized it's just because he hasn't picked up his shield. He stopped letting his ego make him fight other people, make him come up with scenarios and make the situation way worse than it is. For example, if there's a guy who's because back in those days, if someone disrespects you, challenge them to a duel. So if there's a guy who's disrespected him, instead of taking it the wrong way and picking up his shield immediately to try look better than the guy and to validate his ego and to try beat the guy up, he understood that, okay, maybe that guy's going through something, and he realized that we're all part of one community. That guy lives three houses down. Like, we want to be friends, we can help each other out. It will be a more enjoyable experience for all of us. And he stopped his ego getting to him. That's how he finally stopped seeing the reflection. And then he didn't even realize this until like a year later, until whenever he would go into battle, he didn't even look at the reflection anymore, because he didn't care how he looked. He'd fight out with mercy, by the way. He's fighting with mercy. He's not fighting to look good. He's not fighting to like have some cool expression on his face. He fights to protect, and then that's it. He puts a shield down and he enjoys the rest of his life, and he does his other duties rather than just fight. He spreads love. So I was thinking that's such an interesting story. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me do a set. Oh yeah, no sets. So I was thinking, often in my life, I don't know about you guys, but I'm always thinking some imaginary scenario, some imaginary audience. Like, I don't know, my mind is always going 100 miles an hour with all these different scenarios that could happen. And then I looked into it, and the way the guy explained it, he said that it's a natural instinct for your brain to come up with future scenarios, because that's how it helps you prepare for those future scenarios. If you're running 100 different scenarios through your mind, and one of them like actually plays into real life and it's essential for you to survive, it's such an advantage that your brain has played out that, so that you know how to react. But in today's world, it's way overdone. Like, there's so many social interactions. We're so much more social than we were back then. Like, we've got Instagram, we've got school. Like, school, you're with like 180 other people your age. There's only like a set amount of girls, so your body's like going into whatever it's called, fight or flight mode, because you want to like, well, you don't want it consciously, but subconsciously you want to impress the girls. You just got to notice all of this. Do you want to use this? Oh no, never mind, she just left. She just aired me and left. But you got to decide where the line is between what's essential and what's not. For example, if I've got a job interview tomorrow, of course I'm going to run the scenarios through my head. But as long as I'm aware what I'm thinking, and I'm not thinking about anybody else, I don't care about anybody that's not relevant to me, that's when you start to develop this philosophy that the old Chinese master was trying to like spread. So if I'm thinking about, oh yeah, what am I going to upload on my Instagram story, it's not like, first off, you should delete Instagram. I deleted it. I finally managed to delete it because I let go of my last client. So it's like blessed right now. Like, I'm living, I don't even know what it's called. Like, you know, one of them anime lives where all they do is just work, train, meditate, talk to people. Like, there's no social media, there's no movies, there's no nothing. Oh, okay, I did watch a movie, but there's nothing like, there's none of this like technology stuff, or none of this like modern stuff. It's just like old school like movie type life that I'm trying to live, and I've built, and it is working right now, and I'm feeling like more peaceful. But this is the main issue that I've been trying to work on, which is over evaluating stuff, over thinking about certain scenarios that aren't relevant. So yeah, if you want to overcome this, you should definitely meditate, because that's what's going to give you the awareness to overcome this. And it's also just like consuming more content like this. If you're on Instagram and you can't delete it for some reason, maybe you text too many people on it, in which case, just, bro, you know, half of those people don't even care about you. No, in fact, everybody apart from 2 to 3 people actually like don't care about you. They just text, they send you reels, whatever, like you're funny in class, or you're funny in the workplace or whatever, but they don't really care about you. Your real ones will use WhatsApp. Like, maybe you got them like 5-6 people, they'll use WhatsApp or iMessage, whatever you use. Delete Snapchat because you've got Snapchat Spotlight, and delete Instagram. Like, trust me, bro, you'll be so much more locked in. But that's if you, my videos are only if you want to achieve something. If you just want to be like average, that's cool. You can pick and choose what advice you take, because obviously I'm only giving you the advice that works for me, so I hope it's helpful for you. But if you just want to be average, like, you don't have to follow everything, but I'm hoping that you want to be really, really good. I'm hoping I'm making these videos for people who are going to see me at the top, and then, I don't know, we'll all help each other out. And life is just so much better when you've got other people who are on your level. And I don't know, like, we all got money. I don't know, I'm in control of, I don't know, the UK, you're in control of the US. And not to be like some Zionist stuff, we basically run the world at that point.